Welcome to the Samira space where we open up honest conversations with voices from all walks of life, celebrating diversity, perspective, and purpose. I'm your host, Samira Ahmed Dangogo, and today I'm joined by someone who represents a new generation of leadership in Nigeria. Dr. Moses Paul, PhD, ERP, is an audacious thought leader, coach, author, convener, and goal-oriented social activist, and the team lead at the Free Nigeria movement. Now stepping into the political arena as he contests for chairmanship of the Abuja Municipal Area Council, also known as AMAC. In this episode, we talk about the intersection of youth, governance, and vision, what leadership looks like at the local level, and why young Nigerians can no longer afford to sit on the sidelines. Welcome to the show, Mr. Mo.
Thank you, Samira, and it's such a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, I'm here.
It's good to have you. So, Mr. Mo, why AMAC?
Yes, AMAC, because this is the center of gravity, like I would always say. It is the most important election in Nigeria. I know that a lot of people are not aware.
Yes.
AMAC because it is the most important local council in the country. Much more than that, it is not just a local council. AMAC is the microcosm of Nigeria. What that means is that it's one of the most metropolitan city in the country. This is the melting pot of Nigeria, where you have our diversity ends here. Every tribe, every religion, every class,
everyone is here.
Is represented here at an almost even number. So it's very important that somebody who, is a big travel like I have, at least over 20 countries around the world.
Wow, that's major.
I've been to major capital cities, DC, New York, Paris, London. Somebody who understands that, because the AMAC chairmanship is mirroring this major capital city. So you need somebody who understands the world and also who is deeply rooted. And I tell people that I've had conversations and interactions in Harvard, in Cambridge, in Oxford. And when they ask me if I've schooled there because of the level of engagement, I said no.
Everything here in Nigeria.
Every of my study from primary school to PhD was done here in Abuja. So I understand the city. I understand the people. I understand the social, political, cultural, spiritual nuances of our people. And it all ends here in AMAC. AMAC because AMAC is the symbolic gesture of Nigeria, and I dare say of Africa, because this is the melting point for every black human being on the face of the earth. It is the administrative headquarters of Nigeria. Every decision that affects wherever you are, in Sokoto, in Lagos, everywhere is taken in AMAC. AMAC is home to the Aso Rock.
Right.
It is home to the National Assembly. This is home, dead or alive. Any important person in Nigeria, governors and people, they own something, they live here in AMAC. Therefore, it is time for somebody who understands the nuances and narrative of conversation, of the evolution of what we are going through in terms of leadership, nation building, and governance, to chair over this transformational era, rather than just chairing over just meetings. It's very important and symbolic for AMAC. And I tell you this lastly. The new change that we're asking for Nigeria is almost like an illusion. It begins from what? From AMAC.
Wow,
AMAC is so important.
It's so important.
Samira, I was asking the group of people in Garki, in Norozo, and in somewhere in Kabusa just a few weeks ago, and asking them how many of them have had the opportunity to sit with our president. For some, with some Nigerian president like I have, at least in my lifetime, I've had the opportunity to sit with about 3 or 4 past presidents.
Okay.
Nobody. I asked them, have they met with their ministers? They said, nobody. And I said, it's not a crime. So I asked them, how many of them have met with
Yeah.
the local?
Yes.
And just about 2, 3 hands amongst 100 people. And I said, it's a crime. It is a sin. It's a taboo. It is called local government.
Yes.
It's a local council.
So from like the grassroots, right?
That's where everything, it's an illusion, the change we're asking for. Education is local. And I tell people, I did primary school here in Abuja. I was the head boy. The people that are going to listen to you, my primary school mates are still here.
Yes.
They will attest to it. So you can't fake it. It's reality. The
You need
change.
someone that understands the system.
This is where it all ends, and somebody who also understands the world, who understands the significance of AMAC. For many people, they'll just be hearing this for the first time.
Yes.
That's how important AMAC is.
Very, very.
And that's why I'm running for the chairmanship of AMAC.
And I heard it's coming up in February.
21st of February.
Wow.
Yeah, you know the campaign hasn't started yet, so I can't tell anybody to vote for me
Right.
because campaign hasn't started
Okay,
yet.
when is it officially starting?
Officially, campaign begins on the 24th of September.
Okay, that's next.
Yeah, so you should be having me back to do proper campaign.
Definitely, for sure. I'd love to. So what is your vision for the AMAC in the next, 4 years?
I mean, it's simple. For me, I think it's important to have transparency, to have accountability, and to have a people-driven governance. Like I say, how can your people not be in touch with you?
Yes.
Do we even know how much AMAC rakes in? Do we know how much is expended?
At all.
Many people don't even know the difference between federal and local. They're talking about the minister and presidency because local government is completely zero in AMAC. They don't even know which road is supposed to be done. The infrastructure, the water, the electricity. I have a PhD in environmental resource planning.
Wow.
I understand how AMAC and FCT is wired. Now, if you know, so that's what I'm bringing to the table. And I can tell
You're
you,
bringing
Samira,
transparency,
accountability, and a people
which is something that is lacking.
It's completely zero in AMAC. And I can tell you what we need to, what we're going to do with the young people, the protection of the heritage, the culture, the custom of the indigents, as well as the civic responsibility of the residents. That is non-existence.
Yes.
These are part of my mission and vision, and this is what I'm bringing to the table.
Wow, I can tell you're really passionate about this.
Absolutely.
I can tell. So how do you define leadership, and how does that definition shape your campaign? Okay, because we're not doing the campaign now, right? We're coming back for that. So what would success look like for you after 1 year in office?
After 1 year, we should have every person living in AMAC should have a sense of safety.
Right.
I mean, today, if your car, Samira, breaks down in city center, you're in trouble. We're living in, I mean, this is the capital of Africa. This is the center of the country. Yet we're living in the midst of insecurity. It is reprehensible. We shouldn't have that.
Yes.
Samira, sadly, the last few months, our children were out of school for months without the urgency of attention. Education is going to be my priority because education is the #1 human capital development index.
It is.
A few months ago, I was in Indonesia and I was talking to the DG of education in the whole country. Do you know that Indonesia has 0 out of school children?
Zero.
Today in Nigeria, we're talking 20 to 25 million out of school children. This is why we have banditry. This is why we have unemployment. This is why we're facing all the issues we are facing. These are going to be, I mean, I'll tell you, there's a primary health care in Gui. Gui is part of the world. It's close to the airport. It's called Tungamadaki.
Okay.
Where I support with medication and roofing in that place. There is one nurse attending to over 100 pregnant women.
Oh my, one nurse.
One nurse. Her name is Sivan Aisha. And I'm like, we can talk about it,
That's really bad.
Our primary health care centers, many of them are in bushes and in grasses. So I can tell you, for me, success after 1 year, we will never have our children out of school. Our primary health care centers will be equipped. They'll be functioning, averagely, and for most of them, optimally. And then we'll have our young people engage. I know what to do to convert
Yes.
the energy of the young people. Because guess what? The reason why some leaders are complaining about all the nuances of the young people is because it's lack of vision.
No one to like guide them, no one to show us the way.
And you know, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be converted from one form to another.
Yes.
So if you don't show the young people the way to go, of course they're going to go the other way. The creativity we have been given, we're living in the most, how do I put it? The most energetic, the most creative, the most bountiful space on the face of the earth.
True, absolutely.
I mean, you look at our religion, the beauty of our religion. Nigeria, out of 10 countries in the world that are Islamic, Nigeria is part of it. Out of 10 countries in the world that are Christian, Nigeria is part of it. Whether you talk about our African traditional worship, we are a beautiful people in terms of religion.
We are.
Look at our tribes. Adamawa State has about 100 languages. Many Nigerians don't know.
Over 100.
About 100. Same thing with Taraba.
Wow.
Just like when you go to Delta, Delta has about 25 languages. Nigeria is a bountiful, I mean, all of these languages and religions, do you know what they are?
No.
When you look at the languages and so we speak about 500 languages. That's 500 soups. That's 500 fashion. That's 500. But you need somebody who understands the nuances and how to convert this into a billion-dollar industry.
Yes.
You can't
We're
give what
blessed.
you don't have.
Absolutely.
Our young people talk about sports, talk about music, talk about talent. We can rechannel all of this energy, but it can only come with visionary leadership.
Yes.
1 year in service, you're going to have young people bouncing and doing incredible things in all of these areas I'm talking about.
I love that. I love that. Amazing. So, how do you, just like you mentioned, like I was going to ask how you plan to include more young people, which you just answered. So have you ever faced any age-related bias or resistance during your campaign?
But even, I mean, say during my lifetime.
Yes.
Yeah, because the young people are facing it as they're listening, you know, for many of them, you know, and it's crazy where you are being profiled based on how you look, your beards, your dreads, and all kinds of things. They tell you all kinds of, I mean, we face that all the time. They tell you, oh, you're not young enough, or oh, you're a woman. This is what our young people are facing today.
So how can we change that narrative?
I mean, I tell the young people that the card is in your hands. Samira, young people have always determined what happens in Nigeria.
Right.
It's just that their consciousness is not raised.
Right.
Look at the people that gave us independence, for goodness sake. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Sir Ahmadu Bello, Pa Obafemi Awolowo.
Yes,
Guess
Tafawa
what?
Balewa, yes.
Tafawa Balewa. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was the oldest. He was 40 years old. The rest of them were in their 30s. I call them children because the people that persecuted the Civil War were all in their 20s, majority of them. Gowon was 29. Obasanjo, all of them. It is because the young people haven't taken their place. That's why 50, 60, 70 years down the line, we're still calling the same name. It is a taboo.
It is a taboo, and that needs to change.
Exactly, but until they wake up to the consciousness today, look at, if you ask any young people, what is the problem of Nigeria? They tell you it's Atiku, it's P2B, it's Tinubu, it's APC, it's ADC, it's PDP. We're a confused bunch of people.
We are.
Because we don't, the requisite leadership that is required is not there. Our founding fathers came together. They were different people, but they could see in terms of clear lines. They saw the enemy of Nigeria as the colonialist.
Yes.
So they came together, regardless of the fact that Nnamdi was an Igbo man.
They
came together and chased their enemy away. When you look at the younger Fela Anikulapo or the younger Wole Soyinka, they saw military as their problem. So they fought to give us democracy. But today, when you ask, they say it's constitution. We are very confused. We say it's religion, it's Islam, it's Christian. No, it's Fulani headsmen.
Yes.
No, it's Igbo people. Because today, Nigerians, the younger people, don't know what their problem is.
Yes.
And, you know, in the arts of war, Sun Tzu said something. He said, I'm not just paraphrasing.
Okay.
Until you can identify who your enemies are or who your enemy is, when you take every step you take 100 steps backwards.
So right now, who do you think our enemies are?
Very interesting question. Our enemy is not Igbo.
Right.
It's not Hausa. It's not Birom. No, it is not Yoruba. It's not Fulani. Our enemy is not religion. Our enemy is not politics. Our enemy is not even the class divides. Our enemy, the enemy of Nigeria, is that thing that does not allow. It is a people, is not age bracket. Some of them are young, some of them are old.
Yes.
Those who use our beautiful religion as tools, those who use our beautiful ethnicity as tools, those who count our numbers as machineries to use, those who weaponize poverty, those who weaponize our youths to steal ballot boxes.
Yes.
Those who say when Ifeanyi does something to Mustafa, rather than say it is Ifeanyi, they say it's Igbo.
Right.
Because there are 1 million Ifeanyi that are doing well. When Hassan does something to Tunde, rather than say it is Hassan, they say no, it's Hausa, or they say it's Fulani.
Yes.
Those who use that narrative, those are the enemies of Nigeria. Those who can see that those who are stealing and plunging us, those who are stealing. Can you imagine local government chairmen buying houses all over? Imagine governors buying houses all over the world.
Yes.
That's the enemy of Nigeria. That is the enemy of Nigeria. The killers, those who steal, those who corrupt our people, that's the enemy of Nigeria. Those are the people who should be fighting. Those who steal ballot boxes.
Yes.
Those who pay money, including those who collect money. When they pay you 10,000, they pay you 50,000 to vote. Both of you.
Yes.
Those are the enemies of Nigeria. So you are looking at me. The enemies of Nigeria are listening to us.
Interesting. So with regards to vote buying, what would you say? Like, because I feel like that's such a major problem for us, this vote buying of a thing. So now what should the youths do? For example, if someone comes to give you money, this, that, what should be your approach to that sort of thing?
You know, Samira, honestly, what is in my heart is just because your podcast, I don't want to spoil it. I want people to say it.
I think you should.
If somebody comes to give me money, I'll slap the person. You see, but you understand?
Yes.
Because you know what the person is doing?
No.
He's stealing your 4 years. 4 years of your life.
Of
he's
hardship.
4 years. I mean, he's stealing your hospital. He's stealing your education. He's stealing the future of your children. That money is giving you his insecurity. He's giving you poverty. That person giving you that money, his children are in London. They're in Paris. They're schooling in America. But he leaves you here suffering. That's what the person is doing.
Right.
That's the enemy of Nigeria. What you should do to that person, report him to EFCC, confiscate whatever he's doing. That's exactly what you should do to anybody who comes to give you money during election. That's what you should do to the person.
So to kind of take us back a bit in terms of like youths, because there's that narrative that, you know, I've changed my own mindset as well, because it feels like, oh, it doesn't really count because at the end of the day, they just do what they want to do. So what can you say about, because a lot of youth, they don't have like the voter's card. They feel like their vote doesn't count. How can we also change this particular narrative? Because I feel like it's a major problem.
For every youth listening to me, if you are 18 years old, you know, what makes you a power citizen is your voter card. Otherwise, you are what? You are an ordinary citizen. Everybody in Nigeria is an ordinary citizen. The difference between a power citizen and an ordinary citizen is your voter card. It doesn't matter what you have because that's your power to vote. That's your power to bring the requisite leadership. And tell you what, anybody that tells you that it doesn't matter, that's the enemy of Nigeria. It does matter. That's why they pay people. That's why they are paying for it. That's why they gather you to pay them to steal ballot boxes.
Because they know how powerful
it matters.
Yes,
it does. And part of the awareness that I've been doing as I consult with people as we're preparing towards the campaign, is to tell people to, to understand that, all the money that they've stolen, all the healthcare, all the money they're supposed to pay teachers and make Nigeria what it's supposed to be. They've stolen that money. They're going to come to you
and then
give you that money, and then you take that 100,000 or that 20,000, and in most cases 2,000, and then you will never have peace. They'll kill your children, kill your family, kill your future. Your children will never go anywhere. That's what they'll continue to do. I mean, it's pathetic. We must understand and rise up,
and
wake up, and know that the enemies of Nigeria are going to come to us. They're going to buy vote. They are going to pay people in INEC.
Yes.
They're going to pay people in police to tell them, that policeman, listen to me. And I know we have a lot of good police people.
Yes.
We actually have a lot of good people in INEC. The reason is this: when they come to pay you to do those things, those who go to unplug the IREB and all of that, what you're doing,
tear gas as well. Did you?
it's your country you're destroying. I have traveled all over the world practically.
Yes.
I mean, I'll tell you this, Samira. 9 years ago, 8 years ago, I was one of those young people that helped in the reformation of Rwanda. We used to go there to help them to do campaigns to help in the healing process after the genocide.
Wow.
But I was in Rwanda just a few months ago, and I had the opportunity to sit with the president. Do you know that Kigali is finer than most places in Europe?
Finer than?
Anybody who has been to Kigali lately is one of the best places you can be on planet Earth because of leadership. If you vote credible and visionary leadership, that's what we can have. We can build a city. Every local government in Nigeria can be like Dubai with credible and vision, a leadership with vision.
Because we're blessed. We have all the resources.
Everything.
We have everything.
We have everything.
So it's just that leadership
that's all we don't have. In fact, what we have is even incredible because, Samira, when you look at the fact that, do you know that Nigerians in America are the highest, most educated immigrants? And guess what? Most Nigerians that are escaping from Nigeria, do you know that they failed in school?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And they do great things
because of the environment. It tells you something.
It's a thriving environment.
It tells you that every Nigerian is a genius. So humanly, forget about, I tell you that I have PhD in environmental resource plan. I'm a geographer. I know more than most people what is in the belly of the Nigerian earth. But Zamfara has as much gold as Ghana.
As much.
The killings and everything happening there is because of the mineral resources. The killing in Southern Kaduna is because of the mineral resources. The killing in the Middle Belt, it's all about resource control. They try to paint a picture of religion and forget about all those. It's because we are blessed. But I don't even want to talk about the natural resources. Human
capital.
We are just too much, I'm telling you. Nigeria, incidentally, is the only black nation on the face of the earth that potentially can be superpower. Nigeria can donate 20 million able-bodied children to war.
Right.
Young people. It's power. So when you see people talk down on our young people,
they're just trying to...
You don't want to talk about technology and innovative hub. Nigerians are out of the box. The power that we have in interact with Nigerians across, whether those who are Megoro or the trader or those who went to school. That's why today Amina J is sitting where? In the UN.
Yes.
Okonjo Iweala is sitting at WOT. Today, even people like Aliyu are designing the latest cars in the world. Do you know that Nigerians are ratifying calculations in NASA before the stars are taken up? Yes, we are all over the place.
Wow.
But until we change our political leadership, we're not going to have a home. It's the door, it's the gateway to our freedom. Is a gateway to nation building. Is a gateway to leadership. I can name 3 governors who are not even worthy of being gate men in Nigeria. They can't even write their name.
And their governors.
They are governors.
Sitting governors.
Vote buying, rigging, godfatherism. This is what we must wake up to change. Until we have vision, full leadership, we're not going to go anywhere in Nigeria. We're not going to go anywhere. Yeah.
So, just to wrap this up, is there anything that you want to talk about that hasn't been said? Like any message?
I'm going to be back again and again.
Yes.
We're going to look at... I want the young people to understand that governance and leadership is not politics.
Okay, they're different.
Oh, they're different.
Okay, what's the difference?
Good. The leadership, governance, the gateway is politics. And that's why sometimes you say, oh, politics is dirty. Of course, the road to this place is not rosy. We went through bombs. We went through all kinds of things. Politics has all kinds of things because it is a gateway to leadership. And I need the young people in Nigeria to understand that until you get into politics, you cannot have governance. We can never have true sense of leadership. So regardless,
Yes.
Muslim, Christian, Yoruba, young people across board, all of us must enter this rough road that is called politics. It will be so annoying, Samira, that you want, those of us who have gone to school, we don't want to participate. That's how we have nonsense people as governors.
Right.
How can we Nigeria is the most, this is the greatest black nation on the face of the earth. And we have, nonsense people as governor. And I mean it, nonsense to the teeth.
That's why they can't do anything.
So you're not even talking about local government people. Local government is the most important election. Because it's called what? Local. That is the baseline.
To the people.
To the people. But if we are talking about nonsense governors, you see why people are not even talking about this. Because of what? Politics. They bring the hoodlums, the bandits, the terrorists, and all kinds of people. And we go school, we don't live for them. No live for them.
You see, we need to.
If you understand, everywhere we must enter. We must enter politics because if we don't enter into politics, we can never have leadership. We can never have governance.
And we can never have the Nigeria we want.
We will never have the Nigeria of our dream. We'll never have that. We can have more time when I can emphasize what leadership is, what governance is, but I need them to just understand. And because politics has to do with what? You have to get into a political party. Just like today, I'm in the ADC. You have to get into the PDP. You have to get into the APC. You must get into a political. Don't say, no, this party is not good. You must get, because you must get into one of, they are like vehicles. If you don't get into a car or a flight, you can never get to Lagos. You can never travel. No matter how that dirty that bus is, you must enter.
And get to your destination.
Either clean it up or enter, because without that, you will never get there.
Right.
So that governance we're looking for, that's leadership that we're looking for, that can allow Nigeria and our people to sit in the Committee of Nations and be able to govern and bring the requisite knowledge, the prosperity that we're asking for, the security, the education, the health, the lifting of people out of poverty, that can only come by people who have knowledge and understanding. We live in the age of AI.
Right.
We live in the age of technology. It's about knowledge. As I look at AMAC, I'm seeing money everywhere. But guess what? It's because of vision. It's because of knowledge.
Right.
Because
you have the vision and the knowledge.
Absolutely.
That's what you're seeing.
Sometimes I tell people, I'm not even about the monthly subvention.
Yes.
There are monies all over the world. But if you don't understand how to tap into this, you can't get it. In 21st century, it's important. But baseline, we must get everybody, mama, daddy, uncle, everybody, we must get into politics. You must get your voter's card. The registration is actually ongoing right now.
Right.
You want to change where you vote, your voter's card is smeared, you can't see it anymore, or you've never. For those young people turning 18.
Yes. There's also the online registration.
Like they say, the revolution is televised. Get your power, get your PVC today, and let's ensure that we have the leadership that we need. Vote. Don't just vote. When you vote, stay there until it is declared, even if it's 2 days. Samira, what would it cost us if I have to stand in line for 1 week?
To get what we want.
Get what we want. When they talk about rig, they only rig when people come and vote and go back.
And go, okay, we need to. Yes, actually, that's a good one.
And I'll say it here because I like it. It's the Kwankwasia style.
What was his style about?
When they vote, they stay there. They accompany it to the collation center.
I love that.
You follow it to the collation center, they declare it. Like in Abuja and AMAC, for example, when they declare your polling booth, there is a collation center. They declare it, then all of us go to Karo. No, the whole of Abuja go to Karo.
Let's do that.
If we do that, if 100,000 people, even for this local election, come out and do that, no idiots like my uncle will say, can steal your vote. Forget about people talking about the written results. It can't happen.
Yes.
It only happens, it's like when you live in darkness for so long, you think that it's impossible to have light. I'm telling you, the people come out and they are there.
Nothing can happen. No one.
The dogs are afraid of people. You come with sticks. The 50 of us will chase you and finish your life there. This is our home. We ain't going to no London or Paris. We're not jackpotting.
We die here. So just to wrap this up, is there any political figure you admire, local or global? Is there anyone you look up to?
I respect Mr. Peter Obi. I've had the rare privilege to have traveled with him around the world.
Okay.
And he's one man that I've seen with an impeccable integrity. What he says is exactly who he is.
Right.
All over the world. Last year alone, I was in about 15 states in America with him. As I talk about him, I'm having goosebumps.
Oh.
I've never seen, he's really not desperate to be president. He wants to see Nigeria change. I'm in awe. I actually haven't seen a human being like that, spending his own hard-earned money. And like he said, he's out to ensure that he mentors and supports young people across board if you know who Mr. Peter Obi is,
and most people don't. We actually don't. Like just a few people like you have had.
I know, and it's an important question. I mean, he's impeccable, literally. I mean, he's a role model for Africa, and I can tell you that. I mean, I'm in awe of him. He's actually a genius.
Wow.
You know, and I can talk about him all day, and I can tell you, but he has an impeccable character. He has a regiment of service. He's been gifted. I think I've never seen any human being that is physically as fit as he is, and mentally alert. He doesn't forget anything. When he gives me money to keep and he spend money, his mind,
Hey, he doesn't forget.
He knows every one naira that is spent. I'm telling you. I mean,
those are the type of leaders we need. So
look at the track record. He moved Anambra from number 26, 27 to number 1 in education.
Number 1.
He's not the one that said it. It is. I mean, I remember then the police IG then, because it was on the papers, that Anambra was about the safest during his. People should go and verify.
Not just here.
And then there was also, because I actually verified that. During his tenure, he was the only governor that didn't borrow money.
And he even left money.
He left billions of dollars and billions of naira.
In the state.
I have the statement and I can provide it in our next.
And those are the leaders we need.
That's what we're talking about.
We need to wake
That's
up.
what we're talking about.
Yes.
That's what. So I revere him as a person. Yeah. He's not no human being is perfect, but when it comes to governance and his frugality in terms of reducing the cost of governance.
Right.
He's impeccable in the world, not just in Nigeria. He stands out like an Iroko in the world.
Wow.
We are opportune to have him as a mentor, and should he be president? I know he's going to be president. Amen. Because we need that example.
Yes, we need
people like him.
Definitely.
So he's somebody I admire.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming, and I look forward to having you when it's like close to campaign. Yes.
So the campaign will start. I'll be here.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.